Hey everybody, it's Hillary here and I'm back for another video, and if you look around me, it looks pretty different, right? I've actually moved, I've switched locations, I've switched jobs, really big changes. I haven't really put out a video in a couple weeks. I know, I'm sure you guys are just chomping at the bit. But you can sleep better tonight because I'm back! I am excited. I have so many ideas that I want to do, but today's video is by special request. This is like Total Request Live. Like, does anybody remember that? Like Carson Daly, and am I like aging myself? Let's get down to business here. We're gonna talk about zits. Who's excited? This girl. I have actually suffered from acne since I was about 13. I've had breakouts, stress-induced breakouts, hormonal breakouts. I've been blessed to not have them all over my face. I just get them around my chin area. Sometimes I get them up on my forehead. It really depends. But today we are going to talk about how to properly conceal a zit. I'm seriously having a bad hair day. I'll just sit like this. Hello. So here's the deal. You probably can't even see the blemish, and that's the point. So if you're curious about how to properly conceal a blemish, zit, pimple, mound size of Texas on your face, that's usually what I call it. I call it zits the size of Texas, but if you're curious about how to properly conceal it, keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. This is MAC's Prep and Prime, and it's super lightweight. I really like this stuff. It's kind of like a pink, you can't really see it, but it's a pinkish tone. And I just apply this all over my face. It's really lightweight, so I can appreciate that, especially when I have breakouts like I do now. It's a little bit more on the pricier side, but I really think it's worth it. And a key with your primer is to make sure that it is dry before you put any other product on. After everything is dry, you want to make sure that you have a really good concealer. And I picked out some of my favorite ones. I have like 4 of them right now. And these are heavy duty, heavy coverage concealers. And you want that when you have zits the size of Texas. Yeehaw. But these are the ones that I picked out. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I've used this quite often. This is Master Conceal. This is by Maybelline, I believe. So it's a drugstore concealer. Very heavy coverage, not lightweight at all. So I can recommend that one. Then this one right here I've had for a while now, and I really like it. It's the Real Deal Concealer. It's by Laura Geller. I got this one at Ulta, I believe. Really heavy coverage too. It says serious coverage, so I would hope that's what it does. Really good product. I'd recommend this one as well. And then finally, this one is Kat Von D's Lock It Tattoo Concealer. This one I got at Sephora. It's a little pricier, so I found a dupe for it. Oh, let's turn it this way. I found a dupe for it. This is Hard Candy's Glamoflauge, which I got at Walmart, which was like under $8, I want to say. Super heavy duty concealer, so I would recommend that one as well. So I figured today I was feeling fancy. I'm going to use the Hard Candy Glamoflauge, which I got at Walmart, like I said before, and we're going to work on covering up these massive blemishes. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit on my hand, if it would come out. There we go. Put that on my hand. And then I'm going in with a concealer brush that I got at Ulta. Looks a little something like this. It kind of looks like an eyeshadow brush, but it's not. It straight up says concealer. There you have it. And I am just going to take a little bit of it and apply it directly to the blemish. Can you see it? It is big. And I'm just going to go in there and do kind of a stipple motion. I probably applied way too much product, but you know what? That's okay. So after stippling on the product with this concealer brush, you can see that the redness has gone down, which is what I wanted. You're not going to be able to erase that zit. That takes time. But if you can find ways to, cover it up at least for the time being so it's not this giant red, spot on your face, that's great. Moving right along, I am going to next use my foundation. I have been loving this stuff thanks to one of my friends who recommended it to me. This is Maybelline's Fit Me Foundation. I am just going to put a little bit on my hand. I'm going to use my beauty blender, which is super gross. I understand that. I'm going to stipple this on the rest of my face. Next, I am going in with a super lightweight powder foundation. It's a pressed powder. This is from RIMMEL. It's called Stay Matte. It says it's a long-lasting pressed powder. This is in the shade Natural, which I'm shocked that I'm in shade Natural because I'm very pale. I'm just going to go in and stipple it all over my face. So I'm going to go back in with my concealer after I did the pressed powder just to add a little extra. As you can see, I already put it on my face. I'm going to go in with that concealer brush that I used earlier and just get out any more redness. Next, I am going in with NYX Blotting Powder. I just got this stuff at Ulta just to test it out, and I really like it. I kind of just use it as like a setting type powder, and I want to make sure that I go over all my blemishes with it. It also helps with oil, which I get oily on my nose. And we'll make sure that we have everything set in place here. And finally, I love this stuff. It's very hydrating. This is e.l.f.'s Makeup Mist and Set. You can get this at Target for like $3. Love that. And it has aloe green tree, cucumber, and vitamins A, C, and E. I'm not really sure if it does. Sometimes it just feels like it's a little glorified bottle of water, but I totally love it. So make sure you feel the hydration, set your face with this stuff. Well, that concludes today's video. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. And if you can take anything away from this video, it would be to really invest in a heavy-duty, heavy coverage concealer because I really think it'll make all the world a difference. Like, you can barely tell that I have a blemish on my face, even when I zoom in. Where is it? It's a mystery. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. The link is over somewhere. I'm pretty sure it moved on me. Ghosts of YouTube. I put out videos every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will check back with you later. Bye!